Now, when did you, I guess, get inspired to even go to Ghana? Was that something you got into like as a child? Was your family promoting, going back to Africa, or was it something you kind of found like consciousness later, or what inspired you?
Probably my uncle house, man. I used to call it Little Africa. See, because I always talking about this Africa stuff. You know what I mean? In my early 20s, 19, 20. Going one ear out the other. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about this Africa stuff. And so, the stuff starts sticking here and there. Ask myself a question, if I'm African American, would I know African? And, besides the stuff they teach you, you really don't know much. So I started digging and learning about our history, X, Y, Z, YouTube videos, go down that rabbit hole, start reading a lot of books, and then, was intrigued by Africa. So I travel a lot and, went to a lot of different places, China, DR, Brazil, a lot of other places, man. Like, why haven't I been to Africa? So in 19, I had a partner who was coming to Ghana back and forth. And I had all these questions like, man, you just need to come. And so in 19, I came, 2019, on a year return. It marks the 400 years that, we came from slavery, leaving the shores of Africa. And so during that 400-year anniversary, I came here in 19, and, I found peace. I know I was going to move here. I touched the ground, and it's been a wrap ever since.
Wow, that's amazing, man. I mean, history is really empowering. A lot of people take that for granted. Your uncle, he planted a mighty seed for you to come full circle to not only, taking that step to visit, which is a big step, but you actually doing business in Africa and reconnecting, the gap between the diaspora and the people on the continent, man.
Yeah, man, it's love, man. It's something that everybody should experience. It's not for everybody, but there's 54 countries here. And I mean, I just didn't want to keep living and building up America, man, with systematic racism, dealing with the social ills that we have there. Half the people I grew up with, was killed, stepbrothers been shot and killed, best friends killed, and I have to worry about that here. You know what I mean? I'm living peacefully. I don't worry about the police. I'm living my best life out here.
And our people, they just don't know what they miss. And like you say, obviously the racism is the biggest thing for me and a lot of other people. But secondly, also the gun violence, the things that we have going on amongst ourselves and the mass shootings and things like that. Ghana is definitely, if not one of the safest and most peaceful countries in Africa. I've been to about 20 different African countries. So, I know
Okay.
for sure. Yeah, I love the continent, man. So I feel you. Now I can ask you this. Now the real estate component, the development, the land, the business, was you already doing that before you got there, or was that something you kind of got into once you arrived in Ghana?
It's something I got into once I arrived in Ghana. I mean, I dabbled with real estate back home, but nothing from the ground up as far as being a developer. When I was coming, I got tired of giving hotels. I got a tour company, tours to Ghana, so I bring people here. And I got tired of giving them 30, 20 racks, you know what I mean, here and there. So I said, you know what? I need to start my own thing. And then when people I was bringing, they wanted to live and move here. And so just wanted to go ahead and, be able to facilitate that move for them, and build, a little compound and see the things that Ghana needs and try to fill the void for what I was doing. And so, one thing led to another, and all of a sudden I'm a developer, you know what I mean? And building my own little community up here in the mountains.
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing because, like I say, you even just going over there, but then taking it to the next level, doing business, helping people, building dream homes and buying land. I mean, man, the ancestors, is most definitely proud of the work that you're doing for sure.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a rites of passage every time you come here. You know what I mean? I should make it easier for others. You know what I mean? Just like others made it easier for us. You know what I mean? It's like, you pass the time. You know what I mean? You gotta keep running with it. You know what I mean? And so, even like in the days where you had the Ethiopian fighters, you know what I mean? If the husband was fighting and he fell, the woman would go ahead, pick up the gun, and try to inch a little closer. You know what I mean? And so, same kind of thing, man. Where you got to create that path. You know what I mean? For others to follow.
Man, that's powerful. That history that you just shared, man. I'm still processing that. But I can ask you this now. Um, how long did it take you to actually like buy your first piece of land? Because people be at me like, man, did you buy some land yet? Did you buy some land yet? How much time, should a person take when they, trying to pursue an endeavor of that magnitude, buying land, especially in Ghana?
Uh, it took me 2 years to get some land, man. I was trying to get beachfront land. You know, my eyes was wide open. I was trying to rush the process. Didn't know the process. You know what I mean? Watched a couple YouTube videos and X, Y, and Z. But luckily, I had a land issue in the states before I got here, so I knew how to do my due diligence dealing with that before buying land here, which helped me out. And so everybody's case is different. They say the best time to buy land was 10 years ago. The next best time is today. You know what I mean? But definitely need to do your due diligence. If you're not planning on building anytime soon in Ghana, I wouldn't even buy no land. You know what I mean? Or probably West Africa at all, unless you got people here on the ground that you can trust to make sure that everything is everything. But you just have to have your right people here and do your due diligence, get a good lawyer, and you should be good to go from there. But everybody's situation is different, and so in general, I just say take your time,